Hello to my Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's get right into your reading. Let's set the tone for your reading, Taurus. Happy new moon to each and every one of you all. Hopefully, you all are getting your rest, allowing your body to sync with the rhythms of the moon, Taurus. We're in new moon. Some people are celebrating the new year. Let's set the tone for your reading. The sun is medicine. That's right. Get out and get some sun. Get out and get that sunlight. And also your sun sign, right? So we know that the sun, your sun slash star sign is your creative life force, right? It gives you pride. Wake up every single day and say, okay, you have purpose. Your sun sign, right? Gives you, that's your purpose, right? So let's see what's going on right now. Uranus is now station direct in your sign. Yep. It's station directing your sign. If you're watching it on the 30th, it's station directing your sign. Let's get into your reading. All right, Taurus. Let's get into it. Let's pull an angel number first. Let's see if we get an angel number for you first. So the 11th house is going to be of significance. So you can look that up. That speaks to community and friendships, right? And it being in Taurus is really going to speak to really your expectations. You know, after you leave behind a lot of distractions, you'll have a good chance to, you're closing out, you have closed out cycles. Made it to the other side, closed out cycles. You said, okay, I have some expectations in my relationships, my friendships, my community. You know, I don't want any distractions, and you're ready to communicate those things. So take some time to let your body sync with the rhythms of the moon, and you know, moving forward, communicate those expectations, but also be open to listening to other people as well. 740, new connections. So keep an open mind. People are showing up in your life who reflect the goals you've been putting forth into the universe. So meet them and open yourself up to what they have to teach you about life and yourself. So demonstrate that your heart and mind are open to new connections by following up with a new friend at some point today. So 740. So that, of course, numbers also signs as well. So new connections. So the sun is medicine. So Source is trying to get somebody outside. Get outside in the sun, that big medicine ball. Recharge, reset. Sunbathing, sun cleansing. It's a good part to tap into the divine masculine energy. It's the sun. Get out and get some sunlight. Just do it. Let's see what's in your cards. All right, let's go. All right. Yeah, something has been fulfilled. Close out a cycle. Yeah. Close out a cycle, possibly with a Virgo, with a Hermit card. And again, or you may have been in Hermit mode. You may have been analyzing some things in Hermit mode, so somebody's now getting outside in the sun, right? Getting outside. Yeah. Kind of getting out of the house a little bit. Right, creating something new. Yeah, you and somebody may have been kind of sort of, you know, in hermit mode. And so maybe it's time to kind of get out a little bit. And you know, just trying to keep the peace. You know, maybe created something new. Here we have the number 7. Being able to defend your decision to move on from something without coming across as defensive. Right? Maybe feeling like a whole new lease on life. Right? Message of just feeling like a whole new lease on life. Right? Maybe you're in a Pisces, have been in hermit mode. Right? Maybe you all moved to your new place together. You know, just to be at peace, maybe created something new together. Trying to feel like you have a whole new lease on life. But here's the thing, and maybe talking about creating something new together. And maybe it felt like your back was against the wall. Somebody may have felt depressed over it. Somebody could have felt depressed over it. Excuse me. But Source is saying it's time to get out. Time to get out the house. Time to get some sunlight. Time to recharge, reset, you know, get stronger. And I'm talking to you wherever Taurus is in your birth chart, right? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you have a soulmate. So three things. I feel like something may have emotionally been draining for something. 'Cause three things. Something was done behind. It's like three people did something behind you and someone's back. Just like three people was doing something behind a lot of people's backs, right? So it was a lot of that was being mirrored. If you all like cross watch other videos, a lot of that was happening. A lot of things were happening behind everybody's backs, right? But Source is saying, but a lot of people were learning how to protect what they created. They're protecting their emotions, protecting their water. Just trying to process and just trying to process your emotions, learning how that in the past when you left your water uncovered, left your person's emotions uncovered, left your emotions uncovered, could have prematurely damaged something. You may have felt like, okay, jumped into something too quick. It asks why. Dark side of the number 7. Why in the world created something? Okay, this is just a disaster. Water spilling all over the place, emotions all over the place. But somebody had to learn how to something caused you to learn how to protect your emotions, but also understand how other people will protect what they've created as well. Your friends protect their kids, you protect your kids, you protect the business, protect what you've created. Right? Right? People protect what they created. So when people do things, you know, behind people's backs without their knowledge, you know, people are like, well, it feels like an injustice was done. Right? It feels like an injustice was done. So somebody may have felt like a younger person could have felt like some kind of injustice was done, that something was created behind someone's back without their knowledge. Somebody could have felt like, okay, left out again, right? Could have pushed them right into hermit mode. But so it's saying it's time to get out the house. And the roots run real deep. The roots run real deep from somebody being a child, feeling left out. So, yeah. Somebody's going to feel like a whole new lease on life. Besides having a new lease, like a new moving. So somebody relocated. This is what this is. Somebody relocated. Somebody got a whole new lease. Somebody moved. Yep. And so somebody is trying to stay focused. This looks like somebody's running away from something. This is the assumption. You see this card that somebody's running away from something. So that's what people have in common. This is, again, a lot of people are starting to find out what they have in common with people. The assumption. When people tell lies. Somebody could be sitting down somewhere in a lotus position, just having, you know, prayer and meditation, and could be getting downloads through meditation, right? In hermit mode, right? Could be getting downloads from source. And people could be, like I said, getting these downloads and the information coming through, right? Prayer and meditation go hand in hand, right? That's what keeps people at peace, right? That keeps people feeling like they're fulfilled and not waiting for fulfillment. Hand in hand, prayer and meditation. This right here can be read two ways. Somebody does this to stay focused. This is a person who's action-oriented, someone who is staying focused. Not necessarily somebody's running away from something. So that's a source of saying that you have in common too with people. When you're trying to stay focused and you go into hermit mode, people feel like, okay, you're running away from something. You must be running away from something. You must be lying. You can't defend your decision to move on. You in hermit mode. What is Taurus running away from? Emotionally, somebody's about to feel like they hit the jackpot. Emotionally, you're about to feel like you hit the jackpot. Yeah, the nightmare is over. Yeah, the nightmare is over. Yeah, some kind of a nightmare is over. Yep. Somebody felt like, Taurus, you were talking down to them while you were in hermit mode. Like somebody felt like the way you communicate to somebody was not the way that you thought. Let me see how I can word this. This card right here, the Lover's card, means decisions, but it also means partnerships and business partnerships in love, right? Somebody made a decision to do you and somebody else an injustice because the way you talk to people may not be the way that people receive it. If that makes sense to somebody. I heard this guy say, who was this? I'm trying to think. I heard this guy say, somebody was interviewing somebody on Instagram, and it was a father. It was a father talking about his kids and like the difference between his voice and the mother's voice with the kids. And he was saying that the tone of his voice is different, obviously. Well, can't say obviously than the mother's, but anyway, he was saying the tone of his voice is different than the mother's tone. So the mother has to keep saying stuff over and over and over again, but the father says it one time, and the kids like straighten up like toy soldiers. Somebody almost like felt like you talk down to them, maybe like your tone of voice or something to them, and they made a decision. They made a decision to do some kind of injustice to you and somebody else, to disrupt you and someone else's peace. You got to remember, Libra's sign it was somebody you were romantically involved with, because this is a romantic zodiac sign, or somebody was romantically involved with somebody, or wanted to be romantically involved with somebody, but yeah. Yeah, but somebody was looking at you with squinty eyes behind your back, like lying on you behind your back, like lying on you and somebody behind your backs. You know, like a person with resentment. They had this resentment, like like a lion, but they had like just predatory energy behind your back, and it was something that you weren't picking up on, like in your spirit. You weren't picking up on something because you was waiting to physically see something to believe it. So that's where, but something now you're going to start realizing when you're drained. This right here, just get outside, get some sun. That's your recharging. Pour back into yourself, your moon sign. Yeah, pour back into yourself, your moon sign. Yeah. And somebody was chained to the devil. I feel like you and somebody are back in the saddle again. Yeah, you and somebody are back in the saddle again. After not speaking. Yeah, after not speaking to each other. All right, let's close it out. Oh, let me see if there's anything else. Any last messages, Spirit? So definitely there's a something having to do with the 10th house, you know, having to do with career, achievement, reputation. You know, somebody was like trying to protect their, you know, reputation in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, you know, some kind of partnership, relationship. It's just all the houses up here. So check your houses, your birth chart, find out what Taurus is in your birth chart. But yeah, you're leaving behind a lot of distractions. Leaving behind a lot of distractions. You know, the sun also illuminates the moon. So getting rest is just as important as getting up and getting excited about your purpose. Right? So, all right. Yeah, somebody felt like they were being pulled in two different directions. On one half, they wanted harmonious relationships. Another half, they just being around toxic energies. Like they just couldn't make a decision. Like they was floating between two worlds mentally. Like somebody felt like they were floating between two worlds. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this was definitely something was directed towards a particular person. This was directed towards a particular person, so they took it out on somebody else. They took it out on somebody who was thriving. It was almost like somebody was thriving, just kind of like set somebody off. Somebody who's a you have in common with somebody, just like set somebody off. Yeah. Somebody felt like they were being judged, and that's where the obsession just came into play. So and that's where the emotional roller coaster. Let me see something for a second. Let me see. Who did they feel like they were being judged by? Who said, wait a minute. They started creating a nightmare for somebody. So somebody felt like they were being judged by somebody, so they decided to bring judgment down on somebody that you and somebody else love. Wait a minute. Hmm. Hmm. So it looks like they created something with another energy. Yeah, it looks like they created something with another energy to get their wishes fulfilled. So what was the wishes fulfilled? Hold on. What was the wishes being fulfilled? Talking about restricting somebody. Or doing something behind somebody's back without people's knowledge. So wait a minute, what did they do? Did they tie somebody up? Okay, so first somebody was assassinating somebody's character. Somebody who walked away. Somebody was assassinating somebody's character. Hold on now. They caused somebody to go through some kind of a rebirth. This is the moon card. Like, and just like in this belief system, like overwhelming somebody with some kind of a belief system, like talking about something, like something very painful, like bullying somebody, making somebody feel worthless, leaving somebody out in the cold, talking about putting somebody out. Wait a minute, wait a minute. So yeah, somebody was being bullied. Whole lot of lies being told behind somebody's back by these salamanders. A lot of lies being told about somebody behind their back. So something, Taurus, you were not seeing. Like something you just like, I don't know. Yeah, but that's about to change. That's about to change. Yeah, there it is, the Tower card. That's about to change. It's like you getting struck by lightning or something. Because it's something you didn't want to see. And I don't know if somebody was just like... So I feel like somebody has a new lease. Like, so somebody moved, somebody relocated. But it was like somebody was putting somebody out the house, like bullying somebody while you were out. I hope that's not the case. Somebody who two energies, vain, vengeful, green with envy, had somebody chained to fear, like had them terrified with all of this toxicity. What was somebody doing? It looks like you at a crossroad. Yeah, it looks like you're at a crossroad. You can't make a decision. I feel like, you know, like you... I'm about to shut this reading down. But I feel like you're at a crossroad, you know, about marriage or something like that. Because somebody was being bullied. You're at a crossroad about something. Let me see. Somebody was definitely being mistreated for a long period of time while you were out the house. By these energies. So it's like you're the one who bought in. You're the one who bought into a fairy tale. So you know, either the Owl or Alice in Wonderland. You bought into some kind of a fairy tale. And again, take only what resonates with you. Okay, if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate. But it looks like you, Taurus, bought into some kind of a fairy tale. That you're about to get back on your throne, because right now you feel like you pulled in two different directions. Like emotionally, you feel like you pulled in two different directions. Because you're just like, what the heck? Yeah, there can be three people you won't be talking to anymore. I can tell you, you know what, you just, because you have the whole world in front of you. This just keeps, yeah, because of what was happening. Something, like I said, something was going on behind your back. Something was going on behind. This is what you. Something was going on behind your back and somebody else's back. People were so focused trying to get somebody restricted that they missed out on all of this emotional manipulation going on right behind their own closed doors. Alrighty. Well, let me see. Let me get some oracle cards. Let's close this out. And that's what a lot of people have in common. But yeah, so it's okay. So something was going on with somebody who has a moon in Taurus that somebody needs to pay attention to. Somebody has a moon in Taurus. I'm speaking to all placements of Taurus, obviously, all the houses in Taurus, but this oracle card came out. Somebody has a moon in Taurus. Pull birth charts. You don't need a time of birth, but something having to do with somebody who has a moon in Taurus. Even though this reading is for whatever resonates with you. Something was going on behind closed doors that somebody was not paying attention to. Something was being created behind closed doors that you were not a part of. You were not a part of something, and the source needs you to pay attention. You're drained in one area. Down here, thinking somebody running away from something, trying to get somebody restricted, talking about somebody was a nightmare, they thriving, focus on the wrong stuff, and so saying there's something going on that two energies are creating behind closed doors that you're not aware of. Wow. There's actually several things going on behind your back. I mean, time to get some rest. Time to drink some water. Time to find out what your moon sign is. Start pouring into yourself every day. Time to really journal your downloads and dreams quickly. Source, show me what I'm not seeing. In prayer, show me what I'm not seeing. Show me the physical evidence of what I'm not seeing here. I don't want to miss anything. Let me walk in on something for real. Like, let me see something. Let me show me what I'm not seeing for real. I need to see what I'm not seeing here. I'm trying to grow money. I'm trying to do this new thing here. I got this going on, but something you're being left out of, and you're not even aware of it because you're working. This is eight of Pentacles. Somebody's 8 hours working on something. Something going on right behind your back. Anyway, that's what I have for somebody. So hopefully this has been helpful. Go out there and do some sunbathing. Remember, the sun also illuminates the moon. It really illuminates what this rebirth is, what's going on behind your back. Somebody's obsessed with something that you are not seeing. Somebody's obsessed. They're spending a lot of time on something that you are not seeing. You are not paying attention. They're creating something that you're not seeing. And they are obsessed with it. You're dealing with a mirroring spirit that's into, and this is what's going on behind your closed doors. Somebody is dealing with some mirroring spirits that is into dark magic. So when you go, and again, take only what resonates with you. Something about when you go to work, some energies are into some dark magic. Somebody's being bullied into doing some kind of dark magic rituals behind closed door that you are not seeing. Somebody is so focused on the outside of something, almost to an obsession of being focused on the outside, that somebody can't even see that somebody's into some kind of dark magic going on behind closed doors. Somebody, some kind of ritual is going on, and somebody's not paying attention. Not even paying attention. So all I can tell you is that somebody needs to wake up, because this sun right here is going to be your medicine. That's going to be your medicine, to wake up and see what's really going on right under your nose. You'd be surprised when I tell you about new connections and keeping an open mind. People are showing up in your life who reflect the goals that you've been putting forth into the universe. Yeah. Open up to what people are trying to teach you. Open up to what people are trying, because something is going on right up under your nose and you don't see it. So, but that's what I have for you. Somebody need to, if you're going to work every day, maybe you need to switch it up and don't tell nobody. Maybe you need to switch it up and just do pop-ups. For real, just pop up. That is what I have for you. All right, bye.